So for my second book talk, I decided to do a book that I believe is a great example of what youth adolescent literature is actually represented by. It was one of the first larger novels that I read as a kid. I'm going to be talking about Holes by Louis Satcher, and it is the story of a boy named Stanley Yelnats who has a curse put on him because of his great great grandfather, and he is sent to a juvenile camp where he has to dig holes because of a crime that he was falsely accused of. Um, the gist of this camp is it's a juvenile correction center, and it's all based upon these kids who have done crimes, and they're forced to dig holes 6 foot by 6 foot every day because the warden is looking for treasure that she believes belongs to her because of the land that it's on. And in the story, the main character Stanley ends up befriending a young boy named Zero. His name is actually Hector Zeroni. Everybody just calls him Zero because they believe he doesn't know anything. Stanley ends up teaching him how to read, and then Zero kind of goes off the deep end when he's getting made fun of, and he runs away. And then Stanley steals a truck and drives after him, and uh, they end up climbing a mountain together, and they break the curse that was supposedly put on to Stanley when he was a kid. After that, they come back to the camp and they dig a hole and they find the treasure that they were looking for the whole time. And Stanley takes all the money and he splits it with the guys, and his family's well off, and they are all happy together. Zero's finally able to find his mother, who was gone his entire life. I wouldn't say that this book is poorly written. I believe it's written very well for the age group that it's directed at, which is why I think it's a good example of youth adolescent literature. Um, Louis Satcher does this all throughout all of his novels, where it's somewhat of a dumbed down reading level. I can remember reading it when I was in, I believe, second or third grade, and then the movie came out, and I didn't like the movie as much as the book, but I read this book multiple times. It was actually my favorite book when I was growing up.